We're good to go.
No worries, ready when you are.
We're on air.
Good evening, and welcome to Fate of the Dice's Descent into Avernus. Tonight we have Theo, Carissa, Meltith, Shulon, and Varys. Who wants to go over what happened last time?
I got stage fright. Don't you do it.
So last time we'd finished at the inn and we offered to lead the refugees, these few people who had survived the destruction of El Terrell, along the path to Baldur's Gate, because we'd also got information that they were planning on putting another companion there, which would probably end up as badly. So we led them along the path. We found an overturned cart and signs of a struggle. We followed the tracks and found this tower that had been it's infested with kobolds. We fought our way through the kobolds, and there was a human prisoner here that we've rescued, but we've not had time to speak to yet. I think that's pretty much it.
No worries. So I think we said we were going to be out of initiative at the end of last session, because whilst there is a gelatinous cube, it doesn't seem too interested in attacking you. It certainly does seem to be approaching, but it seems to be moving at a slow, cautious speed rather than, moving like full 20 feet to subsume you.
Well, someone did put a Molotov cocktail on his head last session.
And it's kind of against the wall, so it's not like it can do anything from where it is.
Oh, well, I mean, it
Although
could
it's a
access
gelatinous cube, so it can fit the
into
gap.
here by squeezing.
Have we got moved slightly backwards on the map?
I found that the
I
map
just
was
have
in
a
an awkward
feeling-
position as well. I'd recommend refreshing the tab.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I find tokens are not like where I've left them. They're slightly transferred, and I have to keep refreshing the map.
That's what I thought, because I thought the grease was across that little L junction.
It is kind of.
Yes, there we go. It's back. It's back in the right place. Yeah.
The map looks the same to me.
Yeah, no, it was obviously my screen when I loaded it up had loaded everything in the wrong place. Everybody was across by about 8 squares.
There's something you want to do about the cube?
Oh, I mean, it's only a cube. We could just kill the cube. It's not like it has feelings.
Still technically 11 creature.
Yeah, well, if we don't kill it, it's gonna very, very, very slowly come and kill us. But everybody will have to re-roll initiative because I've deleted the initiatives.
Then let's kill it before it kills us.
I'm good with that. Everybody watch out for that grindstone still. Because you can't get rid of it.
It's still moving.
Yeah. Everybody good with attacking the cube? Yep. Let's kill the cube.
No worries. I'll get some initiative rolled.
Ooh. My initiative rolls have been on fire recently. Yo.
Oh, wow.
Hey, 13's good for you.
I know, but two of the people have 13.
Oh, you bastard, you would do. Alright, so Theo's got the highest dex, doesn't he? Or actually, did Meltith have the highest dex?
I've got
Dex.
16 with +3.
Ditto. I think we normally roll off for it, don't we? So let's...
That's it, yeah, roll off.
There we go.
Yeah. So Meltith, Theo, Carissa. Okay. Yep, that's everybody. Ready to start? Okay. It'll start with me. What I will do, because the cube is missing some hit points, I'm going to assume it's really terrible at wisdom saving throws, because it's a big blobby cube, and try and cast Toll of the Dead.
No worries. Not a bad assumption, and in any way it rolled a
Oh,
2.
what a terrible roll, though.
Oh my god.
4 necrotic damage. All of that will go through.
Yep. Varys.
Alright. I'm assume I'll be in range of my firebolt. So
17 will hit.
for 8 damage, and that's me.
8 fire damage all going through.
Meltith.
I think I'm going to take a step back and shoot at it with a crossbow.
No worries.
Oh.
Okay, 16's gonna hit.
Excellent. Oh, 4 points of damage.
4
This-
points of piercing damage all
Yeah.
going through.
And this has the Vex property on it. If you
That's
hit it
right.
with a hand crossbow and deal damage to it, you have advantage on your next attack.
Oh, does your soldier feat apply to it? The savage attacker one?
Of course it will do.
Because you can't do much worse than a 1 on that d6.
I've forgotten what was.
I think it's just weapon attacks. So
Yeah.
you'd roll the d6 again.
Oh, that was it. It was advantage on the weapon dice, wasn't it?
Yeah. More or less, yeah.
6.
Cool. So I'll put another 2 damage through.
That'll be me.
Yo.
Cool. So we are just doing this whole 5, 10, 15 to stand on top of kobolds that I'm behind, but
Is
I
the
am
grease
there,
still up, by the
honestly.
way?
Yeah, Greece would still be
Dang
up.
it.
I think it lasts 10 minutes.
I forgot about that. Sorry.
Could be wrong on that.
I think it might be 1 minute, but I'm pretty sure it's not concentration.
Go on
No,
then.
it's not. It's definitely not concentration. It's just there.
Is it dex check or dex save to stay upright?
Dexterity save, I believe, against Quinny's spell save DC.
Doesn't
Which is
that
13.
have Advantage on.
There we go. So there I am. I'll get in. I will
It is only
firebolt
1
it.
minute.
I am not
I suppose we
doing
could have
children.
waited a minute.
15, does that hit it?
15 will hit.
Huzzah. For 6 damage.
All going through.
And then I'll go 5. No! I was trying to move my token. And now I've just
Yeah,
kinda lost.
I know, you're under a kobold.
There you go. And then
There
my
you go.
last 15 feet back across this way. And that will be my go, thank you.
Okay, Carissa.
Can I shoot it from here?
Let's see, can you shoot part of it from there? I should be alright. I think the angle of the wall is just perfect for that shot.
I will I'll give it a fireball.
Yeah, and because it's ending your turn in the grease, it's a problem. You'd be able to take a shot without making the save. Though you might not want to end your turn in the grease. There we go. 19's going to hit. For 10 fire damage all going through. Oh, that is maxed, yeah.
Can I move her at the grease?
Oh yeah, I think it's like difficult terrain or something, but you can move out of it.
That'll be me.
Okay. The cube.
Okay, so if the cube is going to squeeze, that movement's 10 feet. That movement's 20 feet. And then it can use its action to move up to its speed while doing so it can to large or small creatures' spaces. So it's going to dash into here. Oh no. Right, let's see. Get everyone to back. Okay, then can Carissa make me a dexterity save, please? Against being cubed.
Shut up.
You're in the cube. Sorry.
Okay. So that's it. On a failed save, the cube enters the creature's space and the creature takes some damage and is engulfed. So I'll get that rolled. So that's going to be 14 acid damage.
Oosh.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lemon flavoured jelly then.
The cube is currently the cube is also going to be like digesting the corpses as well, but they don't get dex saves.
Can the cube not fall prone?
I was checking. The cube does not fall prone. The cube doesn't even seem to be making the save at all.
Yeah. It would be very funny if it did.
I mean, does it not just roll to another face?
Yeah, but yeah, exactly.
Per se.
It is. I mean, it's considered to be immune to the prone condition. If. But the thing is, because it's so like awkward and square, it'd be difficult to even imagine it toppling just because of a slippery floor, you know. Anyway, and that's going to be the cube.
Okay, we'll be back to the top for me. Okay. I still have Shillelagh up. If that cube's still up, if that grease is still up, I still have Shillelagh up. I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. I'm going to go in there and make a dex save. Oosh! I've fallen over. I mean, I can still stand up?
You can, yeah.
Yeah. And then try and hit it twice.
No worries.
16 for 7 bludgeoning damage.
7 bludgeoning damage all going through.
24 for another 7. So 14 in total.
Okay, another
That's
7
the
going
last of my
through.
war priest. Right, let's see. I've made 10 foot, fallen over and had to stand up, which is 15 foot. So I can't move out of it, so I need to make another dexterity saving throw.
That's right.
That's a bit better.
Excellent.
Okay, and then it'll be Varys.
I'm going to use some of my movement to back off.
The cube can make opportunity attacks.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're still happy to back off, that's going to be a 13 to hit.
There's a miss.
No worries.
Right. I think I'm going to use my action to summon my Drake.
No worries.
Right.
So you should have the token in your journal, so you can pop that down on the map.
Yep. Right. And that Drake will use his claws. For a miss.
No, it's a gelatinous cube. That probably hits.
Yeah, and 11 hits.
Okay.
Wow.
For 3 piercing.
3 piercing damage, all going through.
And that'll be me.
Melteth.
Do with a little advice before I hit something.
Yes, hit the cube. No, don't hit the prisoner.
You won't hit Carissa.
Right, that's what I was going to ask. So I can attack the cube even though I'm basically attacking my colleague in front of me.
Well, the cube's large. Just pick a square without Carissa in.
Well, that means I have to move then, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
Right. It's rolling with advantage because I hit it with... Oh, wow, wonderful advantage.
12 still hits.
Hang on, that's not what I asked it to do. That's added the 2 dice together.
Oh, you're right. It should be a 10. A 10 still hits.
Right.
You were having that problem last week. Just click it twice.
Yeah, I will do it now. Well, 15, let's see if I can...
15 will hit, and of course you could use your soldier thing to see if you can get better than 10. No.
No. We'll keep the 15. And that's me.
Okay, Theo.
Cool. Theo is just going to firebolt again. So he's not going to poke it with his finger. 23, which
23 is a hit.
For 9 points of damage.
All going through.
Theo's going to bravely go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to here. And that'll be my turn.
No worries.
Theo's died enough, he's learned a lesson.
Brave Theo ran away, you bravely ran away.
Are you not sick of saving me yet? Because if you're not, I'll keep throwing myself
So
in.
close. Be Carissa next.
Can I hurt it from within it?
You can certainly make the attempt. So the rules are okay. The engulfed creature can't breathe, is restrained, and will be taking some acid damage at the start of the cube's turn. So you'll have disadvantage, but you can certainly make the attempt.
Do it.
Go on, cut your way out.
Disadvantage is still probably going to hit it.
You are still probably going to hit it, but you know.
Oh no, not quite. Balls.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I thought it was
Tom?
8.
No.
Sorry.
A 7, yeah. A 7's a hit.
7 hits.
Ah,
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was an 8. I was wrong.
No, I think black puddings are in 8. Gelatinous cubes, yeah, they're the same size, but are considerably less protected. And with 4 slashing damage, you are able to, put yourself out of the cube, which, dies behind you. How do you want to do it?
I just want to stick my sword through the jelly and kind of slice upwards, cutting it in two.
No worries. So yeah, good thing you were able to cut yourself out of that. I think it would have been the cubes go next, and there would have been 22 acid damage incoming.
Sweet.
Yep.
And
No worries.
I'm probably covered in some sort of icky stuff now, am I?
Yeah, it's not going to be great, but the cube is defeated because it was able to engulf the corpses. Basically, anything on those 3 kobolds is going to be unsalvageable. Fortunately, they only had their basic gear anyway, so all that means is no sling bullets for you. Yeah, so that'll be that. What would you like to do now that you've defeated the kobolds and then you've defeated the cube?
I'm
After I
gonna
hear cheering.
wait for the few seconds to the grease to fall down. Sorry, Tony. What are you gonna do?
I say, once I hear the cheering of it's dead, I'm going to poke my little cat face round and go, "Is it dead? Cool. I'll come rejoin you guys."
Are you going to be waiting for the grease to end whilst in the grease?
Oh, I suppose that's a good point. All right, I'll try and move out of the grease,
That's fine.
and then come and cut the binds off this lady.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you're
Yeah.
able to free this person, and you know they'll thank you for services rendered, and you can tell that they're dressed in like travelers' clothes. So yeah, they're not of they don't seem to be of like a military disposition. And she'll tell you what happened. She'll say, we were supposed to be going from Fort Morning Lord to Outerell to pick up some supplies for the fort, but we were waylaid by kobolds.
I see. Well, it's strangely enough, it's actually better for you that you got captured by these kobolds, and we rescued you. I'm very sorry to tell you, Elturol has gone. To forces unknown, the entire city has been eradicated.
She looks astonished. Gone?
Gone. Not a trace.
Not even a ruin?
There's a big crater where the city should be, and the river has been flowing into it.
I mean, I thought I was blunt, but Jesus, you couldn't have said it's been teleported to give us some hope that her friends are still alive. Just, it's disappeared and there's a crater there.
She may not have. It's just rip off the band-aid. It's fine. It's gone.
We don't... Wow.
She's rather shocked by this. She says, then I have nothing. They took my cart and they took my horse. I think they've killed the horse. And I didn't really bring much in the way of provisions back from Fort Morning Lord. Everything goes from the city to the fort.
Oh, we've been leading some refugees towards Baldur's Gate. We're stopping at Fort Morning Lord. We have provisions with us, not enough, obviously, for an entire garrison. But we have some food.
Fort Morning Lord has food stored. They didn't wait until the last moment before sending for food.
What were you trying to get then?
Oh well, they still need to have the stores replenished. She would explain. Yeah. What she's saying is it is like a food and provisions run, but that doesn't mean that it's literally like larder empty.
Don't use just-in-time business practices in favouring.
Well, yeah. So you don't have to worry about Fort Morning Lord having a starving garrison, but they would want stores replenished at some point. Is basically what she's trying to get across.
Plan preventative maintenance then.
Yes.
Yeah.
She'd say,
but
I was given a guard as well, but the kobolds killed him.
And ate him. He smelled delicious.
Have you had a bad week, Dom? You're being extra brutal tonight.
Yeah, especially as she can tell you that they did not eat him. As she says, they killed him twice and threw a strange corpse for the cube.
Yes, the werewolf thing.
What the? What's wrong with you?
No, not me. I didn't do it. I didn't. He just happened to be, well, I'm assuming a lycanthrope. I want to check if I know what a lycanthrope is.
I'm extremely confused right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
What werewolf?
there was a prisoner and they turned into a beast.
Oh, okay. Yes. So that is okay. So yeah. So I mean, the kobolds did say that yeah, did say that the last prisoner did turn. But yes, what she's saying is that they threw his body for the cube.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you wouldn't have encountered the body. The cube ate it.
Gotcha.
But yes,
I suppose.
the kobolds leader of this cavern did say that there was a prisoner who did turn. It wasn't a bestial form though. As she would describe for you.
I'm just going to try and give us some sort of comfort, like a pat on the shoulder and a, there, don't worry. The city might not be completely gone, just teleported, and we're here to help now. You can come with us to Baldur's Gate to get supplies if you wish.
A couple of the drainage pipes are still intact down there. What's your name, by the way? Probably should have asked. What's your name?
Oh, so she where did I put her name? That is a good point.
Oh, it's not important.
No, it's no, because I had a name on like one of the PDFs for this, and it means I didn't get that up. But yes, she will give you her name. But yeah, and then she explains that she's that she's a merchant from Elturel, who does some work with the garrison of Fort Morninglord. You've been told sort of like who garrisons Fort Morninglord, I believe. Do you remember?
No, sorry.
Yeah, so her name is Hastreen.
Sorry, her name is Hastreen, or the person who garrisons Fort Morninglord's name is Hastreen.
Oh no, her name is Hastreen. The people who garrison Fort Morninglord are the Order of the Companion.
Oh, yeah.
Or more specifically, the people who garrison the courtyard of Fort Morninglord.
Yes, because there was some dodgy person in the tower that wasn't letting anybody in. Like, it was cursed.
They were waiting for the return of someone, weren't they?
May I give myself a cure wounds?
Nope.
Wasn't asking you.
If you've got the spell slot for it, then you can expand it for this purpose. Is there anything else people want to do here?
It's unlikely. I was going to say, have a look where the gelatinous cube was.
Check around. Yeah.
I mean, 99% sure it's eaten everything, but just in case, the dagger of Megadeath. So I've got the dagger of Curse to Hell. So.
No worries. So, in terms of what you can find here, I'll show Shulong what you can find first, because that's going to be the quickest. You found another way in/out.
Hey! And also, I guess if we look up, there's the top of the well, too.
You will indeed find that. That's what you can find here. The kobolds have their gear, the daggers, the slings, the sling bullets, all of which can be looted. They are mundane. Let's see. As for the one who was shooting at you with the chromatic bolts, they, in addition, have have a wand with the draconic runes. This is also considered mundane. The gelatinous cube, meanwhile, doesn't carry loot, but you can harvest some of its ooze goop.
Do we want a flask of acidic jelly?
Well, you've got all of the bottles we had.
That's why I'm asking. Do you want a flask of acidic jelly?
Can't hurt to take one, can't it? Just in case. You never know.
I'm going to pop in a description of what it does, because I think I forgot to do that with the Ichor, and I don't know if anyone took it. And then so if you're going to try and recover that, you'd be able to fill 2 vials worth of the stuff.
Did anyone want the wand?
Sorry, say again what the wand did?
Oh, the
Do we not
wand
know yet
is
what the
like
wand is?
the wand is a mundane arcane focus.
Oh, so it's not a wand, it's just a...
It's just a
stick.
wand.
Hmm.
It's not a wand of, it's a wand.
No daggers of Mega Death, but you can find daggers of Death Leopard, but you can only use one.
Alright, you gave me the dagger that sends souls immediately to hell, so I'm quite happy with that. Someone's getting a visit from that in their sleep at some point soon.
You can't cut my throat. It's too flabby.
Didn't mean yours. We're about to go to Baldur's Gate. There's loads of opportunity. Loads of bad people I can do the Lord's work with. You just say, the paladin gave me the knife and the instructions when I'm caught.
He's not the paladin.
Oh. What are you? Oh, you're a druid, aren't you?
Cleric.
Calmus is the
Cleric.
paladin. Yep, cleric.
I'll tell you
Goody
the
two
cleric-
shoes.
The cleric.
Bit blunt, but a nice person.
I'll tell everyone the cleric told me to do it. He gave me the knife and the cleric made me do it for my eternal soul.
The horrible thing is that would work because I am an orc in Baldur's Gate. They don't see many, and I'm not seen as a nice person.
Whereas I'm just a cute little kitty.
Yes.
Hers. I speak Elvish and dress in fine clothes. Not like that ragged orc who's been whispering in my ear and give me deadly weapons. But I digress.
I
What
can
we're talking about?
speak Dwarvish, which we all know is the language of romance.
Okay. You did find another door down here. And then you can also go back at the way you came, or back out through the stream. What would you like to do, guys?
Oh, where was the... I
door?
suppose it should clear everywhere out.
One day one of these rooms will have cake in it.
Yeah,
Cake.
the cake is a lie.
The cake is a mimic.
We found jelly tonight.
Bad
Absolutely, yeah, we could have cake and jelly. Let's check out the last room. Cake and jelly.
Go on then, Orc Boy, you open it. I'll just be sat here ready and waiting to see what happens.
Okay, I'm not strong, so if it requires a strength check, I'm not going to do it.
It's not we can acquire one of those. So it's one of the, it looks somewhat like the puzzle door that you found in the other kobold place, but this is incomplete, and you'll just be able to push it. You'll just be able to push it open.
Push.
I suppose since the door retracts, I guess you'd slide it open. But anyway, not the point. So yeah, so if you're going to do this quietly, it's a sleight of hand check. Otherwise, otherwise,
I'll-
who knows? There might
I'll
be
try
nothing
and do it
behind
quietly. I will try and do it quietly.
You are able to do it quietly.
Mm.
Yeah, so you'd be able to see who's inside.
I'm going to shout over, why are you being so ginger with it?
So you'd be able to see two of the shielded kobolds, and you can also see another kobold inside, who has a 5-headed amulet on the chest, which I'm not going to beat around the bush. You clearly recognise as the symbol of Tiamat, mother of chromatic dragons.
I shall, because I've managed to do that sneakily, retreat a few paces and go, Varys, Meltith, there's things in there, and they have shiny things.
Ooh, shiny.
Shiny.
I'll put it this way: is it worth a spell slot? I'll ask you.
I would say, looking at the quality of the shiny thing, it is definitely worth a spell slot.
The amulet looks magical.
Mm.
We rolling initiative then, or are we?
What's the plan?
Well, the door's here, isn't it? So if we get a front line up. Anybody else? There we go.
Happy now.
Good.
Yeah, I'm happy back here.
I mean, we might have to shuffle around depending on how good or badly we roll.
Obviously, well, they don't know we're here yet, so somebody can try something first, and then they'll get advantage on their initiative roll. I'm still good on spell slots, so I could try Guiding Bolt on one of them.
I mean, I've got range at this point, so I could use a crossbow on green.
You're better close to, because you get your reckless attack if you get close to.
You get what?
You can do reckless, which, if you do reckless, I will then use my clockwork sorcery reaction to remove their advantage when they attack you back.
I don't think I can do reckless with a crossbow, though, can I?
No,
that's why you're getting an
No,
attack.
that's-
rolls
yeah.
that use strength.
I was saying, you're better close to than you are from a distance.
Right. But if we want this as a surprise round, I've got
Yeah,
to
so if
Um,
I hit one, if I try and hit one with a Guiding Bolt as a surprise, then that one would have advantage against it, and then you can go for the other one with a reckless.
We can't both synchronise our attacks together as we open the door.
I don't
Rules
think
is
so.
written, no.
Ah, that's fine. That's what I was hoping you said.
Okay, well, unless anybody's got any objections, I will try and hit blue with a Guiding Bolt.
No worries. So you declare your action, we roll initiative, and you have advantage on the roll, and I've put their
Yeah.
rolls to disadvantage because they don't know that you're about.
The rest of us roll as well now.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
great.
everybody goes into it. 20.
You're in the middle of the pack, not bad.
Oh, Garrus has got a good.
You want to
Theo 18. Melted 16. Varus 15. Have you done yours? That there they are. Red 5. Blue 3, green 13. Okay. So we're starting with me. So a guiding bolt on blue.
No worries. Guiding bolt on blue.
Ooh.
23 is going to be a hit.
Transit hit for 15 radiant damage on blue.
15 radiant damage, all going through.
Okay. And then I will move to get out of people's way and move actually into range of blue. And then it will be Carissa's turn.
I'll get up to green. It's like
Go for it. 22 is going to be a hit. Okay, so that's going to be 4 slashing damage, and green is sapped.
that's me.
Noise.
Let's think. Theo, 5, 10, 15, so he doesn't have to shoot through people. And let's shoot a firebolt at that warlock gap. Ugh, that's not great.
14, it beats it.
Yay! Glad I went for the warlock then. For 6 damage, and then bravely 15 back, and I'm my turn.
No worries. That's all going through.
Meltith next.
I rage at the fact that my dice rolls were so poor. Rush in, scream at red, and then take a swing at green with a great axe.
Go for it. Tan's gonna miss, I'm afraid.
Ouch.
Yeah, I've not got any wee magic things to make you hit there anymore either.
No, I appreciate that. And I've got to push the rage button. There we go. And that'll be me then.
Okay. Varus. Look at my note.
5, 10. There we go. I'm gonna use firebolt.
On blue?
Yep. And no, he's not.
Oh, apparently...
With advantage because
guiding bolt,
guiding
yeah.
strike. Yeah, guiding bolt, yeah.
There we go.
That's gonna be
There we
a
go,
hit.
yep.
5 damage, and bring his Drake up. Where is it? There it is.
He doesn't get advantage, I'm afraid.
Oh no.
That is
that
gonna
was-
be a miss.
And that's it.
Okay, green.
No worries. Okay, so I'm just gonna the kobolds you saw in the other kobold place. These two have coloured shields. They are mundane. Blue is a blue shield, green is a green shield. Ain't that convenient? And then you said it was. Do you say it was blue next? Or
Yes.
green? No, yeah.
Oh, so green. Sorry, green.
Green. There we go.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, so yeah, green gets to make 2 spear attacks. So it's going to be one with disadvantage against Carissa and another one against Meltith. So the one against Carissa is going to be a 14 to hit, which ought to miss against Carissa. And the one against Meltith is going to be a 6, which ought to miss against anyone. And that's going to be green's turn.
What a shame.
Red.
Okay. So
Red's gonna hurt.
Red's gonna come up to here, and is going to cast the Burning Hand spell. So it can do red can do 5 feet Meltith, 10 feet Shulong and the Dragon, and then 15 feet Varys and a wall.
Yeah.
So it's gonna go for that approach, which would avoid hitting blue and green. It would also avoid hitting Calrissa. But I think red might know a bit about tieflings. So can the 4 of you make me dex saves, please? Oh, and what spell is Shulong concentrating on, by the way?
Oh, sorry, still Shillelagh.
That's what I thought.
I guess I would have just like run into the thing and cantripped it again. There's a cantrip. But an 11, I think, will fail.
Yeah, so I was just checking. Because I remember checking after the last session. Shillelagh doesn't say it requires concentration.
I thought it did. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, apparently it never has. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, the point is, so Shulong's got an 11, Varys has got a 12, the Drake has got a 23, Varys is a 19. Varys is a 19. Meltith is a 19. It's technically with advantage, but a 19 is going to do it fine. Just having a quick check of the DC. So Varys succeeds, Shulong fails. Is how this ends up being, and with red slots, it's going to be 13 fire damage. Those who succeed,
I would be
take half.
down, but I am not because of my relentless endurance.
Cool. That's going to be Red's turn.
How much damage was it?
13 fire damage. You take 6.
Blue.
Okay, blue. So blue's also going to try and split the attacks to help protect red. So it's going to be 1 attack against Shulong, which is a 6, and the other attack against Melted, which is also a 6. And that's going to be blue.
Oh, back to the top for me. I am very badly hurt, but I have nasty things in front of me. But I've not got my special thing to do attacks again. Hang on. Meltith, how good are you at dex saves?
Right here.
Oh, no, actually. No, because it's a roll to hit, and I'd have to do that with disadvantage. So if that's not concentration, I can do that. Okay, right, so bonus action, I'm casting Spiritual Weapon directly behind the blue.
10 is going to miss.
And oh yeah, I hadn't realised it would, like when I cast it would roll a hit. Yeah, 10 will miss, fair enough. But it's there. And then with my actual attack, because Shillelagh's still up, try and hit the blue.
It's going to be a miss.
That'll be me. Carissa, moving swiftly on.
I'm struggling.
10's going to be a miss, I'm afraid.
Moving on.
Theo.
Theo's going to watch all this happening, like, ooh. I will just take the roll with extra cover for him, if I'm honest. Let me just have a look. No, that's only on self. Clockwork spells. Okay, I have a spell ready should somebody go down, but I'll save that. Yeah, I'm just going to roll a... false life on self, blah, 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 blah. No, do you know what? I've got loads of first level spell slots. Magic missiles red. What was it? 3 at this first level, isn't it? Yeah.
That's
1,
right.
2, 3.
Okay,
go.
so that's going to be 13 force damage all going through.
And then I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Everything's got huge range. I'm just going to stand out of the way. Dying
Yeah.
sucks,
He
guys.
was off the screen.
Shooting and running away. I knew a fairy like that was bloody obnoxious.
And that'll be my go then, thank you. I've got 1 healing spell and it's got your name on it, so I wouldn't.
Bravely ran away. Bravely ran away.
Melteth.
Right, let's try again on green. Oh my god.
That's going to be a miss, I'm afraid.
I don't think dice. That's me.
That's you. Okay, Varus. Remember, you can always say, I attack recklessly and get an advantage on your attack rolls. I don't know how many times I need to say this.
Oh yeah, I'm around the corner now.
Maybe one
Iron,
time
yeah.
it will stick.
Yeah, well, I'm still going to go after blue.
Mm.
And he's going to... But the Drake is still within range. And he too is going to miss.
What has left these dice rolls?
Yeah.
It has all gone a bit Pete Tong, hasn't it?
I'm doing alright.
Yeah, you're doing well.
Yeah, well, that's me.
Okay. Green.
Green. So, Green's going to try and repeat those attacks. So that's going to be a 14 against Carissa and a dirty 20 against Meltith.
Hits.
So that's going to be 7 piercing damage, of which Meltith takes 3. And that's going to be green.
Red.
Okay. So, Red's gotten into melee now. So, Red can make... yeah, so Red can make 2 javelin attacks. So, you can use javelin as a skewing weapon. So he's going to try and get a couple of hits off against Meltith. Which is going to be a crit and a 13. I presume only the crit hits.
Only the crit hits, but you just said the word crit, so that's going to be painful.
Yes, that is going to be 11 piercing damage, which you halve to 5. And that's going to be Red's turn.
Blue.
Okay. So I think seeing that Red and Green have sort of been making some attacks against Meltith, Blue's going to feel more comfortable about 1 on Shulong, 1 on the Drake companion. The 1 on Shulong is going to be a 6, and the 1 on the Drake is also a 6. That's
really be down.
yeah, that's like the 5th time I've rolled the same number. Is there anything
else you would like to do?
Oh no, yes, it's my turn, isn't it? Yeah, that's gonna be Blue's turn.
Yeah. Okay, back to the top for me. I don't have any good area of effect to get all of them. Unfortunately, it's just going to be bonking. Try and bonk Blue.
Go for it.
Sorry. For a crit. Hey!
Oh,
Dice rolls this round are all going to be good, guys.
Let's hope so.
For 7.
7 bludgeoning damage, all going through.
Because you're in range of my dragon, he's going to use Infused Strikes, which gives you an extra 1d6 cold.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
1d6 cold damage, all going through.
Oh, you've done it. Yeah, excellent. Thank you. And it's a full 6. Go, Varys. There'll be Carissa.
Svagnum.
All crits this time, guys.
13's going to be a miss, I'm afraid.
Fuck you, dice. Sorry, that was aggressive.
Fitting.
Okay, who's next?
Theo.
Theo's feeling a little bit braver now. Now he realises that he actually needs to be able to see his friends. 10, 15, 20, and be within 30 foot of them to help. Where's that? I'm within 30 foot now, that'll do. It's not that brave. Yeah, I think same again. I'll use another first level on magic missiles against red. Because it's funny. Oh,
Go for it. Okay, one more of those. So that's going to be 9 force damage all going through. Is there anything else Theo would like to do?
no. I think I'm going to hang out here because I need to be able to see them to be able to help them. To use my reaction. So that'll be it now, thank you.
Okay, Meltith.
I'm thinking cut and run.
Coward.
Why?
We're winning.
We're fine.
I mean, I'm not.
We're slightly poorly.
Just think about if you go down first, you get my heal.
Alright.
I've only got
And
the
we
one,
can recklessly attack.
and then I'll just remove his advantage against you.
That's at green again. See if we can get this thing down. Well, that's a good start.
22 will hit against green. Do you reckon you could do better?
I think I can do better than that, so let's try again.
No worries.
One better.
I'll do the 1d6 because I don't think there's any like,
Well,
restrictions on how many times I can use it.
It's your reaction, isn't it?
Yeah, but
think so,
he
yeah.
used his reaction when I went. Oh, yeah, it's not been Varys'
He's
turn
not
yet.
had a
balls.
turn yet.
No.
Yeah, so I don't think it is. So is there restrictions on how many times I can use that for everyone?
It
You
uses your reaction is the restriction, or well, the Drake's reaction,
Oh.
one of the two.
Even with such a poor showing, I did hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It had some damage. I now get to swing at blue.
That's correct. That's going to be a hit. Max damage. How do you? Oh well, I mean technically it's 14, but anyway, the point is max that you will get from that. So how do you want to finish off Blur?
Axe across its face.
Go for it. And with that, Blue is down.
Good advice not to run away.
Mm.
And that's me. That's everything I can do.
Okay, Varys.
I'm going to use one of my spell slots, Cure Wounds, on Shulong.
Oh, thank you.
And because I'm right behind you, I don't think I need to move. For 12.
Mm. Thank you very much.
No
You
problem.
did need that. A lot.
And because blue's down, my Drake is now going to go for green.
Go for it.
Oh, so now did rolls get good?
18's a hit.
We needed it.
For 3 piercing.
All going through.
And that's me.
Okay,
No.
green.
Okay, so Green's going to attempt to make those 2 spear attacks So the one on Carissa is a 21, and the one on Meltith is a 14. I'm sure the 21 on Carissa hits. How about the one on Meltith?
It's a miss.
Okay, and the Spirit Attack on Carissa is going to do 2 whole points of damage, and that's Green's turn.
Red.
Okay, so with one of the blues dead, with one of the guards dead, blue specifically, red is going to use their second and last spell slot to once again Burning Hands you four. You're saying, you're in Draconic. Ban before the fury of the Dragon Queen.
I think I should have passed this time, thank God.
17 will pass, but how about Meltith, the Drake, and Varys? With advantage, Meltith.
Do that again.
That's correct.
More like it.
More like it.
Yeah.
And how about Varys and the Drake?
Drake's okay, Varys is not.
Cool. So Varys fails, the rest of you succeed. So it's 14 fire damage to Varys and 7 to those who saved.
Oh, Christ.
And that's going to be red.
Okay, it's going to be back to the top for me. Oh, let's see if this works. I'm going to go 5-10 to red. I'm going to try and inflict wounds. Second level,
Go for
inflict
it.
wounds, con 13 saving throw.
No worries, 12 to save.
So full 18 damage.
Full 18 going through.
Ah, still not quite dead. Oh, I've still got me thingy. I forgot about me thingy.
Inspiration?
No, my spiritual weapon that I cast.
Okay, well, I haven't asked for any
Before?
concentration checks or asked about the spiritual weapon because I didn't see the symbol on.
You have not, because I forgot to put the symbol on. Fair enough, we'll
Uh-huh.
forget about the spiritual weapon.
Is there a
Garrison.
bonus action cast it now?
No, I can't. I'm out of spell slots.
12 is going to miss, I'm afraid. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Scream into the void.
We're going to
No
rename
worries.
you Calmissa.
Ouch.
Theo.
Cool. Theo, the cool cat. Screw it, I want to steal the kill against red.
Please do. Please do.
It's going to be funny. So, one more third level spell slot for magic missiles. Let's see what I can do. 5. Come on, now for Pete's sake. 2 1s.
You're not
and a
going to
2.
like this. The kobold is alive.
I can't use my heroic inspiration to re-roll any of them,
Oh.
can I?
The
What is that?
heroic
That's
inspiration
gotta be
is
like-
the D20 test. Name one
I
attack
know.
roll you made.
I can't believe it. 2 2s and 2 1s and a 2.
Okay, Meltith's got this. He doesn't, but we
Whoa,
can
wasted
have
a spell
a bit of
slot.
confidence.
Right.
Mm.
Okay.
Meltith's about to attack red with a reckless attack.
I'm going to try. Great axe on red.
Go for it.
I don't need the.
There we go.
We have to declare it before you do it, and you can't backsee if the first hit hits.
Right. That is red hit. Well and truly.
Yeah.
And I want that button for crit damage. Now I get the good roll.
We just got one
That's a
hit
What do
point
you mean
left.
it says 0?
It's a 0.
I was about to say, I was thinking the rolling is a bit of a formality if red's on 1 hit point, but you're somehow,
It says 20 on mine.
It's obviously something like a stack overflow or something has happened because it's come through as a 0. Come through as 0 plus 10.
Well, we'll say it's.
No,
Well,
Gamelock
I mean,
says
the
5.
point is, it's got 1 hit point. If you say it's 20, we'll put through 20. How do you want to finish off Red?
Axe across its face again.
Go for it.
And if
What are
that's-
you using to make your rolls? Because
Well, it's this new version of Roll20 of D&D Beyond. It's not liking it.
it's literally just you that it doesn't like. So
I no longer get the purple button on Roll20 to roll damage.
yeah.
Right, okay. So red's down. I now get to swing again at green. And we're back to normal.
That's going to be a miss, I'm afraid.
Unless, of course, you're still recklessly attacking. I don't know if that attack can be made
I
recklessly.
don't think it can.
Or it is. Well, I mean, reckless attack. It applies for all attacks on the turn, but you've got to declare that you're reckless attacking.
I declared that he was recklessly attacking.
I also
Yeah.
hated that. But the crit seemed to negate that.
If
Okay.
Melt is done, then it's Varus's turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's hope it hits green. I'm going to use Firebolt again. Ah,
No worries, but you got your Drake.
I hate you, you ice dragon.
Okay, 17's going to be a hit
For 5.
for 5 piercing damage.
And that's me.
Then we'll be back to the top. Oh, for me. Green. No, sorry, green. Green.
Okay,
Green. Puzzled.
so if Green is still alive, Green will call out in Draconic. When we die, we will serve our mistress in Avernus, and we'll let's see, we'll make 1 attack against Meltith for finishing off Red, and then to be honest, 1 against the Drake for those attacks. The one against Meltith is going to be a 22. The one against the Drake Companion is going to be a 14.
Yeah.
Drake misses.
Cool. For 2 piercing damage against Meltith, of which he takes 1, and that's going to be green.
Then it's me. Yeah. Let's just crowd around him, whack him. We're an 18
18's going to be a hit.
for 5 damage.
5 bludgeoning damage all going through.
Carissa.
So good.
Go on, show Dom that he's wrong. You're not Carl Misser at all.
That's going to be a miss, I'm afraid.
Calmissa strike doesn't strike again. Oh, she's gonna hit me so hard.
In real life, I was.
Yes, in real life.
I'll
That's how much
remember
damage it
this.
does.
Next time you come up here, I remember.
Yes. Yeah.
The thing is, though,
Theo.
more likely to miss than hit.
Yeah, true. She can try to hit me.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, feline agility, 5.
The green's not going to let you pass through his space.
I can't do it on an angle.
No, not really.
Alright, can I go the long way around? So, 5 for feline agility to get another movement speed. I'm going to put my finger up to his lips because I don't understand them and just go with chill touch. No!
That's going to be a miss, I'm afraid.
Yeah, so my being trying to be a smart ass and just instead of doing the.
Mm.
Oh, do you know what? It's an absolute waste. but I'm going to use my heroic inspiration on that because it would be cool as hell if it works. So let's burn the inspiration and try again. That's even worse. See, Sam,
It
this
was
is
worth
why
a go.
this is why I hide around the corner. It was all going fine when I hid around the corner.
You realise when you're next to me, we look like Shrek and Puss in Boots.
That is a happy coincidence. Other animated films are available.
Meltith, you're real.
Right, let's try and hit this green with a reckless attack.
A 10's going to be a miss, but you got advantage.
Try that again.
That's what's going to be a miss.
Reckless attack's great when you don't roll terribly.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give up.
Varus has got this.
I hope so.
About bloody time.
19's going to be a hit.
Hey!
For 1 damage.
5 piercing damage all going through.
And here goes the Drake. Hey, now you know what it feels like.
No worries.
That'll be green.
Okay. You know what? Let's. So he's going to sort of lash out randomly, and we'll see who's getting struck. So it's going to be 1 attack against Shulong and 1 attack against Melted. The 1 attack against Melted will be made with advantage due to how that works. A reckless attack. So that's going to be a.
I will just say no, sweet Sharif, and I'll use my action Restore Balance to remove that advantage.
No worries. So that's going to be a dirty 20 against Shulong and a dirty 21 against Melted.
Oh, that was wasted.
Okay.
As opposed to the other kind of 21 on a 20-sided die. So that's going to be 7 points of piercing against Shulong and 4 against Meltip, of which he takes 2.
I am down.
I am down.
Everything was going fine until I left my
Wait.
corner.
Okay. Green lets out a war cry after that in Draconic. But yeah, who's next?
Me for a death saving throw. Which is a fail.
God damn it.
Okay, apparently it's not come through to roll 20, but it was a 3.
How attached
That's all
are
right.
you to that character?
You're going to make a melee
actually,
attack against him.
fairly
so he
attached.
fails.
Fairly
I
attack.
think-
I suppose I need to save my Shrek, don't I? What you really don't want me to do is stab you with a dagger that sends your soul to hell.
I would rather not, but if you're going to, well, then you've got to put up with a bard. So it's your choice. You either get a cleric who's a bit of a dick, or you get a bard who's a massive dick.
Mm-hmm.
It is almost worth it, just for the narrative.
Be Carissa. Yep, there's Carissa.
Hi.
Theo!
I'm not done
Oh.
yet.
Okay.
I was gonna pump 10
What?
HP into Melted with Leonance.
Thank you. I'll take that 10 HP.
Meltip is conscious. Prone, but conscious. Is there anything else Carissa would like to do?
That's me.
Theo.
Cool. Theo's going to stand over you with what's it called? The Hellfire Dagger in one hand and glowing magic in the other, and go with one hand a life, with the other hand eternal dimension. And weighing up his options, he will cast Aid on you to give you 5 health points.
Is that 5 normal health points? It's not like temporary or anything.
Nope, it increases your current and maximum hit points by 5, which makes it a rather nice AoE heal.
Awesome. Thank you.
Dom, all hit points are temporary.
Yeah. So yes, that is my present to you. And
Who else is getting them?
oh, how many people do I give it to? Choose up to 3
is it
creatures.
three?
I could have healed everybody then, couldn't I? Myself and who else was down? So it's...
Meltis back up again. Carissa healed Meltis. But
You
he
know
could
what?
probably still do with an extra 5.
Yeah, go on, Meltith. You get an extra 5.
Thank you.
Mm.
Wow. I haven't seen that many hit points in about an hour.
So there you go. That'll be the 3 of us then.
Okay. It'll be Meltis' turn.
Right, I scream. I rage again.
Do you stand up?
I stand up, using half my movement.
This
and
guy's
I
really showing us
hit
up now.
a green person with a great axe.
Recklessly or normally?
He's got a 19 normally, so yeah. Don't.
I said recklessly this time, I forgot, so I'm just going to do it normally.
No worries.
Oh,
Well, do you reckon you could do better?
what's that feature? Yeah,
It's not a jab, that's a reminder to use the feature.
ended when I went down. Does it?
No?
And
I mean, you can't use it whilst you're down, but, yeah.
it's one better.
Uh-huh. It could make all the difference.
I don't think it has.
Well, no, I mean, it could.
Yeah, later
Like
on
in the
though,
future, on a later attack.
Yeah,
Like that red was left on 1 hit point, so you know, 1
Correct.
hit point does matter.
Uh-huh.
That's me.
Who's next?
Barris.
Okay, so a 15 beats it. For 3 piercing damage. Is there anything I should like to do?
Other than my Drake, that's me.
No worries. Drake Scar. That's going to be a hit.
For another 3.
For another 3.
Oh,
Oh, you're kidding.
I really thought, because we're having that conversation about that hit point being the matter of life and death, that I was going to do it.
And I thought it was going to be funny that basically the NPC kills this thing.
Oh god, I just forgot I could do something after my longbow attack. I could have used Hail of Thorns as a bonus.
Etc., etc.
I could have used the Hail of Thorns as a bonus after my longbow attack.
Oh,
Crap.
that's also a thing.
Yeah. Oh well.
If it's too late, then it will be green to go.
Okay. So let's see, who's green going for? So again, it's going to be like a sort of fairly random lashing out. So there's going to be 1 against. It's going to be 2 against Theo.
Okay, come on then. And next time I hear any shit about me hiding around a corner, I'm just going to remind you of this day.
No, it's right. It's a 7 and a 12. You should be alright.
To hit or to damage?
No, 7 to hit.
Oh, that's alright then, yeah. No, they both miss. Luckily.
No worries.
I'm still going to bring this
It
up.
is me then now. Come on, dice gods. No! Carissa, come on. Don't
think
live
it's-
up to your name. Don't become Mr.
I
Now.
think it's about time that she's able to get here.
She's due in that 20.
Come on, hit the thing.
Or a dirty 15. No.
And run to the bathroom. Shut up. And
Sorry.
I've not seen any of these dice rolls, so I can't.
It was an 8, I believe.
It was an 8.
Oh, well.
Is that remembering to apply your modifier as well?
Yes.
Theo.
Theo's gonna try this chill touch again because he's ran this far forward, so he's just gonna try and see it through.
Go for it.
15.
Meets it, beats
Eh.
it.
Go on, Theo.
For only
Go on.
3.
Cool. How would you like to finish off Green?
Just jab him in the nose, try and get it up a nostril, and kill him that way, just with indignity and childish vigor.
No worries.
Mm.
So, in terms of what they've got on them, so blue and green each have their painted wooden shields that are not magical. They've also got their spears and their leather. Red is wearing studded leather armor, and of course there's that magical symbol.
I think I'm.
Oh, and the javelin.
Yeah.
3 javelins.
I think of all of us, am I probably the best at Arcana at the minute?
With Quinny out of commission, I believe so.
So should I have a?
0 in our count.
Yeah, should I take a look at that amulet? I don't have proficiency in it, but I do have a +3 apparently.
Let me
You
have a
actually
look.
was the modifier, so yeah.
Yeah.
I am proficient, so I will help you, and you can roll with advantage.
There you go. Okay, here we go. Oh,
Who's
dirty
that?
20.
Oh,
Thank you for the advantage. Thank you, Theo. That was the most helpful of helpful things.
No worries. So, this particular item is considered to be a slumbering dragon-touched focus. So, if attuned to it, you have advantage on initiative rolls. It may gain further properties under the right circumstances.
can I have it? I've got a +0 to initiative.
Yeah?
You're a paladin. You're supposed to have a +0 to initiative.
Yeah, but we want the paladin at the front so they
But
can
yes.
run in and tank it, can't we?
Yes, it would make a lot of sense for you to have it. I was going to say either you or Varys should have that. But yes, it would make a lot of sense for you to have
Whoever's
it.
going to run in and be a living shield,
Mhm.
I want them to have it, so I can hide around the corner, because we see what happens when I don't.
Yeah, in which case that's a Calrissa, because Varys sneaks off at the back and shoots a longbow. Mm-hmm.
I should say nothing about the description says you have to be holding it to have the advantage on the initiative rolls, only to use it as a focus. So you don't have to worry about holding it in one hand and worrying about like your weapons and shields. But yes, you can absolutely get that attuned to. And is there anything else you want to do down here?
What was it called?
Oh, it's a slumbering dragon-touched focus. If you just
Can
type
you
in like
wake up
dragon-touched
focuses?
focus, and well, there's nothing in the rules about doing so, but there's something in my notes about yes, specifically on occasions. In fact, no, you got a 20 in your Arcana. So, I've written down some occasions where it might, quote unquote, wake up, and it involves like sort of getting into the presence of dragons or draconic sites. As in, like, famous, known dragons, who would, like, have their magics kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're
Not a
not
bunch of
gonna-
dead kobolds.
You're not gonna...
Look,
you're not
that's
gonna-
draconic.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're not going to turn this from green to blue by stumbling across a wormling. But,
What should I put it
though...
what should I put it down as in inventory?
Should be there,
Dragon
slumbering.
touched focus, and it's green. The green one, specifically.
And someone to write that down for me.
Hang on, it should be a thing.
Yeah. I'll see if I can get that added.
Yeah, it is a thing in the inventory. You can add. Search for Dragon Space 20. TO. And you got the green one.
Okay, and then is there anything else people want to do down here, or would you prefer to return to the surface?
I think that's about all we can do, but
I think we've messed it up with these people enough now.
To think you didn't even want to come this way.
I wish we hadn't.
So by the time you deal with that, it's going to be getting late.
Invite the people in.
so
from
we
outside.
need to make camp.
I mean, turn the old kobold camp into our camp. I don't know why
What we could do is easily defensible. Why not? Bob back. You said they were following us.
Yeah, like
Not
a couple
so
of hundred
far
yards
behind.
away.
Yeah, no, good call.
Why would you leave a fort to go camp in the wilderness, you psychopath?
No, this is a very good call.
I mean, we've cleared it now as well.
The gelatinous cube had babies. Yeah, no, Theo's good call. We'll get everybody back to this defensible fort, keep watches, and hopefully have a proper long rest.
That's nice. It's still on the road. I'm on the road again.
Yeah, but we're in an easily defensible location. I think Jack said.
Yeah, you will be able to take one here.
Yeah.
So long as you have like some of the refugees like keeping watch, that's fine.
Yeah. Lazy buggers. I was sparingly using my abilities because I assumed we were going to have one for a couple of days until we got to the tower.
You have abilities?
Yeah, but you didn't use. You only used reckless attack once. I only got to use it once, didn't I?
I thought I used it actually 3 times, but
I only got attacked back once.
yeah.
No worries. So I'll put. Just before you take a long rest, this isn't going to be the sort of thing that prevents you from hitting the long rest button. But it should be noted that as you take your rest around Fort Morning Lord, you can hear some of like the younger Kiernans looking very anxious as the sun sets, and that you're all once again plunged into darkness.
Yeah, I guess you guys haven't seen that much before, have you?
Yeah. Speak to the children and say it is nothing to be feared. Darkness is a part of life.
You're not going to make them pray for it to rise again in the morning.
I'm not that kind of cleric. He's definitely going to raise again in the morning.
If only rises if
the
little
sun.
girls and boys are well behaved.
I'm not going to terrify these children.
Oh, you're just going to terrify the prisoner. That was okay.
That wasn't terrifying. That was just stating facts.
In the most blunt, brutal way you could think.
To an adult. It's like, well, you can't go there anymore. It's not there.
I would still like some comfort and sugarcoating as an adult. Who hurt you?
Fair enough.
Who hurt you?
Fair enough, boss. Come on my lap. I will stroke you.
Not after you threw water at me. You have to get me some milk first.
Okay. Is anyone doing anything tonight other than Shulong and to some extent Theo are attempting to comfort the children?
I'll join in with the comforting.
Just organising watchers, making sure they understand what they need to do, sealing up any, like having a look down that tunnel we found underground and trying to block it up a bit. And
No worries. Additionally, during the night, Billiam Strodewell, I did not name him, who is up here, will pull out his lute and begin to play a song.
I'm going to tell him if he does Wonderwalk and he's Salt of Hell.
He's not. What he is going to be singing is a song of the Hell Riders, and telling of the ride, and how 150 years ago they rode out from Elturel to the rescue of Idleglen, which had come under attack by demons. He finishes. He asks what everyone thought.
It was a wondrous tale.
Oh,
Good job.
Whilst you're saying this, Stone Gloomforge is going to say, well, it's a good song, but it wasn't demons. The fiends were devils.
No, heard that there is a distinction.
To which Billiam will say, No. They were demons. That's what my grandfather told me. And his grandfather went on the ride. Stone shakes his head and says, they were devils. Do you know what happened after Idleglen? They followed the fiends into Avernus. Here, there are devils. Billiam shrugs and said, "Well, I always heard it was demons, and all those Hell Riders just say fiends anyway. That's when all the stories."
I heard several humans followed them into the plane of Dis and the Hells, and started up relationships, and that's how you get deviled eggs.
Billiam looks extremely confused.
just ignore him. It's fine. The rest of us do.
Oh, I see. You mean human eggs, not like chicken. Well, anyway.
No, devil eggs. Yeah, followed into hell. Deviled eggs.
No, I was trying to think of what do the relations have to do with like, the culinary art of cooking eggs, but you're right. I'm thinking.
Oh, no, sorry, that's not.
No,
yeah.
yes, the other eggs. Yeah. Well, anyway, that was a whoosh on my part. So where was I going with this? Anyway, the two of them are going to agree to disagree on the nature of the fiends, but that is something that was raised during the night.
And again, what exactly is the difference between devils and demons?
You can't wash your hands in a devil. I've heard this one before.
Yeah.
No, that's a basin and a bison.
Ah,
Isn't there quite a big difference between devils and demons?
Yeah, I mean, stone can fill you in a bit more, but if someone makes a religion check, that's also a
Right.
thing that can be done.
let's have a look. I'm useless at religion.
I'm professional.
I can do religion. I can't help you with religion.
I can help someone or do it.
Give it a go.
Go for it.
They're both red and horrible. There's not really any difference. I can't help you, unfortunately.
I thought you were getting the help action.
No, I said
you
Karis
can
should
still
just
make
do
your
it
own check.
because she was proficient in it. Oh,
You
I
can have-
suppose, yeah, I could.
Yeah, two
I could
people
make
can
my
make
own
a
check.
check.
They both come
There is
from
no
hell.
difference between demons and devils. There is absolutely no difference whatsoever.
Well, I think
They're pointy, they're angry.
I think given circumstances, Carissa should know that there is a difference between demons and devils. Might not be able to fully articulate it, you know. As for Stone, so Stone is gonna give you some basics. He'll tell you that devils are pledged to law, whilst demons are pledged to chaos. But both of them are essentially evil fiends.
Is that law LAW or law LORE? LORE.
LAW.
Hmm.
So it's the opposite of chaos, and not.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So yeah.
And is that chaos with a C or a K?
What is chaos with a K? Stone will also add that that the Hell Riders in the ride went to Avernus and set up a forward command there to wage war against the devils there. But he joins sometime after the ride.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the ride. Right.
He would say that Idleglen is further down the Chiantha River on the south bank, which is why Fort Morning Lord is on the south bank, and he does have an interest in visiting there on the way to Baldur's Gate.
Well, I mean, we're on the South Bank. You can hang around with us. I hear there's good art in the South Bank.
He will accept your invitation. He says it is a ruin, but it is one that many Hell Riders visit, almost like a pilgrimage. But yeah, and then is anyone else doing anything else during the night, or you can hit those long rest buttons?
Hit the button.
I'm hitting the button.
Oh, my spell slots. My shiny spell slots.
I hit the button. My rage.
All your hit points and all your hit dice back to.
My spell slots.
Yeah,
Both of them.
exactly the same. You're a paladin. You don't have spell slots. You have smite slots.
Yeah, but I don't know. It says spells on
Yeah.
Roll20 and D&D Beyond.
Well, that's and you do actually have a dedicated smite slot in the sense that you can cast Divine Smite once per day for free at its lowest level. literally a spite slot. A spite slot. There we go. And then, and then you'd be able to set out in the morning. There's not going to be any issue getting provisions. The kobolds had a bunch of them. Be able to finish off the last of Hastrian's horse. And they had, of course, some preserved stuff as well. And then was the plan to head to Fort Morninglord?
Yeah. Regrettably, because I know in my heart of hearts there is awful things going on in Fort Morninglord, but let's go there. I just have a deep sense of foreboding.
It's somewhere we can dump the dead weight, isn't it? I say, look.
It
over my
is.
shoulder
Yes, we can. Yes. Yeah.
No worries. So, so let's see. What the six of you are going to be doing on your trek to Fort Morninglord?
Oh, I should be making a map of the area because you mentioned about our tools. So I'll be making a map of the area that is a really good map and could probably be sold for 20 gold pieces when we get to Baldur's Gate.
No worries. How about the rest of you?
Excellent.
Oh, now I'm going to look at my tools and abilities.
Yeah.
I was just going to use prestidigitation.
I can't believe I got away with that shit.
Well, what do you mean? It's literally a thing you can do as part of the tool, and I do have prices for maps.
And they are 20 gold pieces.
Oh well,
I just pulled that figure out my ass.
I mean, it depends. Well, I mean, it depends on the scale of the map. Let's see, because I'm pulling this from someplace else.
I'm going to use my forgery kit to copy his map.
I like it.
Excellent. That's 4 gold pieces right there.
So yeah, I'm just going to keep looking over his shoulder for the entire journey and use my forgery kit to copy it, to practice my forgery skills and copying his writing and stuff.
Okay. What are other people doing?
I'll just engage in small talk. Whoever wants to small talk.
No worries. So I mean, you'd be able to engage in small talk with with any of the travellers here. Is there one with whom you'd prefer to converse?
Anyone, really? No one in particular.
Okay, no worries. How about the other three? Well, no, not sorry, the other two. The Drake's not going to be doing anything that Varys ain't doing, right? What would Varys and Melted like to be doing?
Resting.
Well, I
While
mean,
you
you've
walk.
taken a long rest.
I don't have any tools to make anything, so I think walking.
Yeah, I've just been looking through. I don't have any tools either.
Oh yeah, because you're the quote unquote tool you get is a gaming set. Which has its function, but crafting's not one of them.
I'll be. I think I chose cards, didn't I? So I'll be playing cards with the unlucky.
Are you going to fleece the kids for their pocket money?
I'm not playing for money, but I'm just making channeling my own talents.
Absolutely. I mean, is there anyone who you'd want to play cards with particularly?
As I say, just with the kids, but showing off card sharpening skills and keeping my talents on.
No worries. Okay. So so we can try and get that resolved. So let's see it. So melted playing cards. Sorry, and I didn't quite catch it. Was Varys just sort of out and about?
Actually, Varys will show off the Drake to the kids.
No way. So I do Varys with the kid.
All right, Prince Andrew.
Ha 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 ha. And I also fixed the Drake's attack thing. I removed that dagger and put it in place of I think it was a arm blade for the 1d6 instead of 1d4.
That's it. I did have a look at it after the combat. I'd noticed that the die was wrong.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Okay, so we'll just go over the mapping and I guess the map forgery first.
Yeah.
So mapping is just something that you can do as part of the tool. It's like a thing you can craft. That's going to be fine. With Theo, I do feel like with Theo, I should probably be asking for a check. As for the map, if you're doing like sort of like a local map, the price I've got that you'd be buying for would be like 20 gold pieces. So you'd be able to like, and then which sell for 10. Yes, they sell for 10, but they'd be bought for 20. And then you can also do. There are also like the bigger ones that cost like 75, and they would require another day's crafting. So yes,
if Theo's copying me, I will notice Theo copying me, and I will say, it's fine, you're practicing, and cast guidance on his check to create a copy of the map.
Thank you.
No worries. Because I get the feeling what Theo's doing probably falls more under the utilize action rather than just simple crafting. So let's have a look. 'Cause it's forger's tools you're using, right?
Forgery kit, yeah.
Forgery kit. Yeah. So yeah, forgery kit wouldn't be used for crafting, but would be used for duplication. If we consider forging a map, kind of like the same as forging someone's handwriting, that is a DC 15 associated with it.
Sleight of hand, or?
It would just be a dexterity. I would just do a dexterity check using your proficiency in the kit.
Cool. So this is just dexterity. Ugh, not great.
Oh, no, D4 isn't going to help you there, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid.
I don't know. It might do +2, because that's just.
No,
dexterity.
15.
Yeah,
15 is the
DC.
Okay.
+2 proficiency, so if I roll a 4.
You've done a dexterity check without acknowledging your proficiency. Yes, absolutely.
If I get a 4 here, no, I don't.
Yeah. Oh, no!
Oh, no.
I just scrunch it up and bin it and start working on something else.
It's yeah.
I mean, if I'm literally showing him the map for him to copy off, doesn't do it.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're trying to copy off a map, then if you're trying to copy off a map and you don't get like the requisite roll, what that means is some of the distances are going to be wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like that thing where where you're trying to copy. Have you ever like tried to draw like a world map or something, like in geography class or something? And I think it's fair to say that especially if you don't have the artist talent, something like New Zealand ends up being like maybe a third of the size of Australia, which is not actually a thing. Or maybe I'm just self-reporting.
Can I transfer my inspiration?
No. If you argue this too much,
Does he have his own?
that the original.
No, he doesn't have
No,
his
I
own.
used
I'm saying, can I use my inspiration for him?
Does heroic inspiration say anything about re-rolling other people's d20s?
No, it does not.
Nah, that's fine.
I'm pushing my luck.
Yeah, your inspiration is your own, I'm afraid, in that case.
I still think if you argue it too much, Dom, you'll end up finding out that he copied it perfectly and you drew a shit.
Yeah.
And we now have nothing that we can sell.
But yeah, I had a look at the cartographer's tools, and if you're proficient, you are presumed just to be able to do it, because what you're doing comes under like the crafting rules rather than like utilization kind of thing.
Yeah. And I figured people would like to have an accurate map of Elturel now it's not there.
Yeah, it's either worth a fortune or bugger it all because it's wrong.
Yeah. Sorry, Helzine. Oops.
Yeah, the cartographer's tools are weird actually. Utilize it does have a DC, but crafting doesn't. But I'm assuming that you're doing the crafting variant, which takes like a full period of time. Anyway, where are we going with this? Okay, yeah. So, oh yes, you were heading to Fort Morning Lord. We've covered the mapping bit, and it's just about what the rest of you are doing. So, okay, so Varys is with the Kiernans, and he's got his Drake. Remind me, what form does the Drake take?
More about the size of a dog.
Okay, and what colour is the Drake? Is it associated? I've got it in my head. It's associated with cold. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so is it white or silver?
White.
No,
White, white with blue eyes.
Gotcha. So it's looking like a chromatic dragon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. Yeah. So you'd be able to show them to the children, to show the Drake. They seem somewhat delighted. One of the parents would say, those things come from the far north, don't they?
This one comes from the south, where it's cold.
I've never been there. I've never been far south enough. Maybe there are places south where it starts to get cold again.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you'd want to say to the Kiernans?
No, it's just let them. The Drake is. How would you say? Good enough to let people come up to it without it doing anything. So it's pretty tame.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids would come up and allowed to pet it.
No worries. And then so the kids will do so, and they seem to be having a good time. The parents are going to be keeping a close eye, because at the end of at the end of the day, a dragon is a dragon, and especially a chromatic one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But and then sorry, so and then to comment, was there anything you wanted to say to them?
No.
That's fine. Then we can resolve that. The kids seem happy. Been a bit hard for them, really. They've had to do some full treks. Watch what some kobolds get dealt with. That sort of thing. But in this at least they seem to be enjoying themselves. And then Carissa and Meltith. Was there anyone in specifically you wanted to talk to or play cards with? Otherwise, I'm sort of randomly assigning you as someone.
I'm cool with random.
Meltith?
I was assuming I was doing sort of card tricks in front of the kids. I'm
Card tricks rather than games of cards.
Oh, I thought you were playing cards. Okay, no, it's fine. Okay, well, absolutely, yes. So you'd be able to do this as well. Now, blimey, these kids are spoiled. Dragons and magic. Um, is there anything you'd want to be saying to the Kiernans whilst you're doing this?
Not the moment, no. I've not. I can't think of anything that they need to know from me.
I do feel every time you ask that, we're missing some point or storyline.
Oh, and I can't think what we should be saying to them.
Well, I mean, they all have stories of sorts. But yeah. Oh, well, there's something you'd want to talk to them about. Then yeah, you'd absolutely be free to perform your card tricks. We don't need to really call for a performance check. Yeah, for this sort of thing. But yeah, you would absolutely be able to do so. They seem delighted. Yeah. And then if Carissa's going to speak to one randomly. Okay, so assuming that whilst the Kinnans are busy, the dice have determined that you will be speaking to one Vollis Foot. Who I don't think any of you have spoken to yet. Yeah. She's a female half elf. What would you like to talk about?
Anything?
What's your favourite colour?
Blue, no, yellow.
Okay, then in which case she will ask you how things went with the kobolds.
Well, we were able to pick them off. Didn't really cause much trouble.
See, that's how you build morale. We're invincible warriors. There's nothing to worry about. Not, we almost got killed and everyone you know is dead.
Oh, right.
Also, I shouldn't have the nightfall music. It should be the travel music. She will respond saying, "It is good that they are dead or scattered. Kobolds often end up working with dragons."
Dragons are never good news.
She'd give a look over to the Drake companion, and will say, "The dragons they vary, but they say the chromatic ones are beings of destruction."
This one's a puppy. Leave him alone.
Well, I think you'd be too far away to notice, but she is looking in that direction.
I mean, as far as dragons go, I mean, Varus's little dragon's pretty tame.
She nods, and as far as the white dragons go, to my recollection, they're more like predators, more like wolves. But I have seen I have seen dragon fire before. I hope never to see that again.
Fire doesn't really bother me that much, mostly.
She nods. No, that's right. You're a tiefling, an infernal tiefling.
Hmm.
Do you have a wish, as some tieflings do, to return to the hells from whence your origin came?
Not particularly.
No, some I have met would like to return, and some would prefer to stay on this plane. I wonder if some of the devils that come to the material plane feel the same way.
Well, I feel this is a much better plane than there is.
They say the Nine Hells was once a paradise, before demons began making incursions. That the first layer, the layer Avernus, was covered with palaces of which only ruins remain, never to be filled again until the demons have been driven back to the abyss.
I'm just gonna go into awkward silence at that point.
Volis will continue, and they say the other powers of law, the Celestials and the constructs in faraway Mechanus, they are content to watch. And sometimes we get devils and demons spilling over onto our plane. You wish someone would do something about all of this.
I wonder how it is they're getting here.
She shrugs. People make portals, I suppose, or portals form. And then, of course, there are spells, aren't there?
Good talk.
No worries. Well, she won't say anything further, and will be seemingly lost in her own thoughts. And with that, I think I think we can cover sort of like that part of the travel. So during the morning, you can start to see the clouds getting more and more overcast. So it was a pretty cloudy morning, but by noon, the clouds are getting black. And it'll be during the afternoon that it that it begins to rain. And once it rains, it begins to pour. Is there anything that you'd like to do about this?
Did it rain in Elturel with the companion?
Yeah, so there would still be clouds forming. So canonically, the companion's supposed to be like below cloud level, which does mean that on like a really foggy day, there would be cloud below Elturel. But there would still be rain. Also, it's best not to think about the physics of how big Faerun is to be for like something low down to cover like an area of tens of miles. But yes, that is how it is. One can only presume that Faerun is like a really big planet, like far bigger than the Earth, for that to work, because then you don't have as much curvature.
Bit damp, innit?
Can I cast Mage Hand to cover my head? Just like carry a little umbrella-y type thing.
Yeah, so the hand is corporeal enough to pick up things, so could potentially be used for such a purpose. Now, I suppose a hand is not going to be like quite enough to cover the head, because even if the head's like as long as the hand, the width is not going to be right, and people tend to have shoulders.
Yeah.
But you can at least give it a go.
Gonna give it like a bit of spare clothing or something, and just try to hold it like a hood, but with a peak out in front of me so it doesn't get my head and face.
I'm gonna hang my shield over the kids' heads to help keep them dry.
How heavy's your shield?
Not that heavy.
Oh. Can I borrow that a minute? Would you say it's
I guess
£10 or less?
How come?
I think a shield is something like £4. It will have like an entry in the player's handbook.
Quickly. Let's have a little look. See.
I mean, it seems to be currently used to be protecting children. £6.
£6. That's within the range. I'm just going to ask to borrow it and then hold it above my head with Mage Hand.
I'm using it on the kids.
But I'm a cat. Is there any large leafed plants about?
Not really like large leafed plants. While there are some trees, even if their leaves are large, you're still not going to cover yourself with a maple leaf.
Fine. I have it just something draped over my shoulders and the Mage Hand ahead of me, holding it over my head so the rain can't get to my head and my face.
No. Well, if you can find something, you can do that, and for the rest of you, things are going to get gradually more and more miserable. As you get closer to Fort Morning Lord, you can start. You're able to see a bolt of lightning striking the ground some distance ahead, followed by deafening rolling thunder. It's still going to be, some miles to Fort Morning Lord. If you want to continue in this storm, it is going to require a group survival check. Alternatively, if you've got like a solution, or some other like alternative method of not getting struck by lightning, then you can attempt that.
I don't have anything to avoid it, but I think we should just carry on.
Okay.
In which
That's
case,
just my opinion.
Yeah.
Everybody else is more than welcome to tell me, no, don't be a dick.
There's no caves or anything, is there? You just said there's some trees about.
Yeah, there are trees about. There's not really much in the way of caves.
Yeah, trees are amazing to hide under in a lightning storm.
Uh-huh.
really don't want to be in the rain.
I know, but well, the fastest way to get out of the rain is to get to Fort Morningwood, and I think we should just try and crack on.
Let's do it.
Everybody else?
Group survival
Yeah.
check
People
it is
are
then.
very quiet.
Off we go.
No, off we go.
Maybe I should have saved my inspiration for this.
Right.
I definitely should have saved my.
Okay, the median is Shulon, and a 14 is going to be enough to successfully navigate through.
Ooh.
So, yes, you will be able to pass through the worst. There'll still be like some delays, caused by the ground turning into mud. But you're able to avoid like becoming exhausted or getting struck by lightning.
I don't want to be struck by lightning. I tried it once, it's not fun.
I'm getting sniffy flashbacks.
In which case, you would be able to make it to Fort Morninglord as night falls. I'm just going to move Quinny's token on to represent you guys as she's not here. Okay, so as you get to Fort Morninglord, so you can see that there's like a tower on a hill that is like a walled courtyard. And you can see, even as you approach in the rain, that there's been like the tower's been sort of like blocked off from the outside. You can see some like big rocks piled up against what ought to be the gate, the door in.
Is there a door we can bang on?
There is indeed. So the courtyard door will have a door you can bang on. Yeah, some of the guards wearing their symbols of the Order of the Companion will call out to you. What brings you here?
We've come from the city of Elturel that I'm afraid to say no longer exists. We are refugees. We have people in need of aid. Please let us in. It's really wet.
No worries. Can you make me
Look at my pussy. He's soaking.
a persuasion check, please?
That's right.
With disadvantage, I think.
I'm very tempted, but it will be
A
a regular
crit.
one.
I know it's not a crit and ability check, but it's always nice to get a crit. 23.
Absolutely, yeah. So on a 23, you will be you will be ushered in. They seem to take what you're saying seriously. And arrange for the commander there to speak with you. So he seems rather concerned about the city. He will ask you some questions about it. We don't want to roleplay the city's been destroyed for like the 7th time, but he will ask about it. He will noticing that Hastrin's returned. He will also ask about that. And she'll tell the story about about one of about the companion that was accompanying her dying. He seems quite shocked. The commander, by the way, is one Anders Ironwood. The commander seems quite shocked about one of his men not only being dead, and not only by kobolds on the roof, but about assuming this post-death form, which you guys never gave her a chance to describe, but Commander Ironwood will. Describing him as sort of in a wretched crimson form.
Hmm.
Did it seem a surprise to him that he'd done that, or did he look like he'd done that before?
Can you? I mean, visibly, the commander is surprised. If you want to make an insight check, you may do so.
No, I mean, like, ask her when he was transformed. Did he seem surprised he was transforming, or did he know that it was going to happen? Like, was it forced upon him, the change?
Well, it happened after one of the kobolds ran him through with a dagger.
We didn't
So-
find that dagger, did we?
Well,
Dang it.
well, I mean, the kobolds had mundane daggers. If there had been another magic dagger, it is it is unlikely that it would have been destroyed by the gelatinous cube, nor could it have escaped your attention.
So he did do that of his own volition, then.
Noticeably after he was stabbed.
So is your man surprised by this or not?
Commander
Well,
Ironwood
insight.
is surprised by this. You can make the insight check to confirm if that's sincere.
Hmm. He wouldn't be asking us for the role if it was sincere.
I'll do it.
I want some insight. I can give you help with it if you want to roll.
I can too, but yeah. By the way,
Are we getting a second attempt?
I thought so. I thought Carrot was going to give us another try.
Yeah, because her odds are better.
Is someone helping me or?
Yeah, we both are.
Yeah.
And you're due a good roll after that last fight.
Shrek and Puss. Been with you in sorrow. Wow. Okay.
It's just not your night, is it?
No.
No worries. Well, I guess the commander seems sincere. You may choose to believe him, or not, as the case may be.
But Lord, oh sorry, what was the commander called again?
Ironwood.
Ironwood. Oh, it's literally there. Sorry, my bad. Commander Ironwood, we have brought refugees from Elturel. Please, can you provide them food and shelter? They are hungry and they are knackered from travelling so far.
They're also very wet.
And they are wet.
You know, we will give them the shelter as best we can. As we did suspect something might be up with the companion. He put his hand on his chest, vanished from the sky, and
Yes,
when the waters,
sorry.
when the river outside the fort ran dry.
Yes, I understand you are members of the Order of the Companion.
That's
I
right.
kind of have bad news for you.
It's teleported.
I'm trying to soften the blow because my cat told me to be a bit nicer about this.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
the cat told you to be nice. That's it, we're doomed.
Nicer than I have been doing.
Well, he was being that brutal that even the cat was like, hold on a minute. It's like when an American tells you your foreign policy might be a bit aggressive.
Mm.
It'll be time to stop and listen.
I'm afraid from all our evidence, it looks like the companion turned on Elturel and it has been erased from this plane of existence. I'm not saying Elturel's gone, destroyed,
never to be seen
utterly
again.
destroyed. But yeah,
We're gonna go look for it.
The commander does seem shocked by this. He says, "I remember. I know when you came in that you did say Elturel had been earlier that something had happened to it. But this additional detail that you believe the companion turned on Elturel, that cannot be so. There must be some misunderstanding."
We do have evidence. Do we not have documents and things that say about the wasn't the word for companion? What was the word for it?
So
I thought they were trying to create an evil companion.
In a secret shrine, you found a place that seemingly it was referring to the companion as the Solar Insidiator.
That's it, the Solar Insidiator. And we have documents to say that the companion was actually a Solar Insidiator. I will present these documents to the Captain of the Guard.
He's having a look through these and said, or whatever may have been written on some shrine. How do we know that the shrine builder was giving an accurate account? What if the shrine builder was some heretic?
It was obviously a massive trick. If you know your history of Elturel, then the companion, not the companions, the Hell Riders, had their ride off into Hell. They did very, very well in this. And then they come back to Elturel. They have this, somehow get this companion that shines in the sky. It was a massive ruse to get revenge on the Hell Riders, on Elturel, and on the material plane.
The commander doesn't seem sure how to take it. Revenge? Revenge by whom?
By the devils of Dis. Not Dis. This is my bed, but Dis. The plane of hell.
The commander says,
why would they not want to take revenge? The Hell Riders rode in there, caused an awful lot of damage, and they'd apparently gone out with very little scars.
The commander sighs. I knew those Hell Riders would bring nothing but trouble. Well, if they kept talking about how they were going to go back to Hell any day now, back to the Hells.
But you are from the Order of the Companion, are you not?
That's right. The companion was there to protect Elturel, and so would we. The Hell Riders may want to punt off to another plane, but we wouldn't.
No, but could you please tell us how the companion came into being? Because it all seems very related right now.
Of course. Long ago, Elturel had a leader known as the High Rider, who traditionally would be separate from the Riders of Athalia, who would become the Hell Riders. Athalia was you might say, the city's guardian angel. And, well, because, you must know the story of the Hell Riders, how she led them into a ride against some fiends. The Hell Riders never seem to specify what kind, into Avernus, where suddenly they do start getting specific. and she remained there to protect Elturel from infernal, presumably threats. But in doing so, the riders of Athalia, now the Hell Riders, they left the city unguarded. And the High Rider, well, he succumbed to vampirism.
We've heard this story, yes.
Yes. The guard was soon corrupted by him, and the Hell Riders were unwilling to do anything. As for all, they're supposed to protect the city from threats from without, and apparently if the High Rider becomes a vampire, that's out of their jurisdiction. Cowards. Well...
Sorry.
A priestess of Lathander, one Naja Belandi, she was able to prove that it was the High Rider who was a vampire. Not just that there was a vampire in the city, but that it all went all the way to the very top. And well, he and his spawn, they moved against her. It was the middle of the night. Midnight, as the story goes. When she ran away from them towards Maiden Sleep, she was prepared to throw herself off the edge. It would prevent them from turning her. She prayed to anyone who would listen for deliverance. And one of the gods, privately I've always assumed Lathander, but strictly speaking, we're not supposed to speculate too much.
No, it would have been Luthic.
One of the deities, anyway, delivered unto us the companion, bringing sun turning midnight to sunlight, and vaporizing the vampire and his spawn where they stood. She would become the next High Observer. He changed the title, you don't keep High Riders around after one of them gets corrupted like that, do you?
So she became the next High Observer?
Yes.
Has there been multiple High Observers since herself?
Absolutely. Not many of them. This was 50 years ago, and it's one of these appointed for life positions. But the third and most recent High Observer is Fabius Krieg. I can only presume that Observer Krieg perished with the city.
Was he in Elturel? Because we have heard rumours that there was going to be a companion installed in Baldur's Gate. Would Fabius have not travelled to Baldur's Gate to observe this?
He would not have travelled to Baldur's Gate when the city fell. Baldur's Gate came to us, so to speak. I remember seeing Duke Ravengard's carriage go along the river.
His carriage went across the river.
He points to the other side of the river where a road runs alongside it. I saw his carriage there over the river.
And there's no way this Fabius could have travelled from Elturel to Baldur's Gate.
He was supposed to be meeting... Well, Duke Ravengard was supposed to be meeting him. Do you believe he left?
All I know is Elturel, from what we gathered, the companion in Elturel was more of a curse than a blessing. It was there to lull people into a false sense of security before it struck, which it did. And we have gathered these survivors from outside Elturel. We have led them back to you. And we have reason to believe the same thing will happen again to the west in Baldur's Gate.
Well, I must say I am wary of some of your suspicions, but I will not prevent you travelling.
Mm.
He looks towards the sky. The river should be filling up.
Mm.
It may be safe for boats to travel in the next few days, or you may leave on foot.
And for our charges, will you look after them and see them to a place of safety?
We are pledged to the defence of Elturel. They are Elturel now. Or we are Elturel now.
I thank God for that. Sorry, thank Luthic for that.
Also, turn to the people and go, there you go. He's going to be your daddy now.
Mm-hmm.
And can we rest up for the night before we continue on our way?
I mean, we can, but we've literally done nothing since the last long rest.
I think it's just the end of the day, isn't it? We've been travelling all day.
Mm.
You would be
Yeah.
able to take a long rest in here. Absolutely.
Can we take some provisions, perhaps?
So, although they have stores, they are concerned about their stores as they were sending them back with nothing. Not with nothing, with 11 more mouths to feed. So they will be able to feed you tonight, but they're not giving you stores.
Fine.
I still have 7 days of rations. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah, I've got I just don't want to give up a free snack.
Yeah, but they're feeding you for tonight. Come on. Food.
Fine.
I don't know.
I still don't trust him. Carissa had the right idea. It's just... no. It's not the dice rolls to back it up, sadly.
No worries.
I've got 10 days of rations. Total.
I'm keeping my symbol hidden whilst we're here.
I mean, nobody's so far yet asked me to dip into my rations, so I've still got 10 days of rations.
You would have had to twice so far.
Then I've not got
I
10
think.
days of rations.
And someone hold me by the tail, because this guy's got a punchable face.
You don't even know what he looks like. Fine. Yeah, actually, he probably does have a really punchable face.
What do you mean we don't know what he looks like? We're talking to him.
Yeah.
True, but I have no picture. Apparently, I'm blind.
He looks like somebody you want to punch in the face, Dom.
Yeah, I think he probably really does look like someone who want to punch in the face. But I'm playing it nice. Because mainly I want to get rid of these hangers on.
No worries.
Oh, hang on. Did he say he was a disciple of the Thunder?
He didn't. He said that that Belandi was a priestess of Lathander.
Oh, okay. Do I know? Would a sorry? Can I say to him? Which god do you follow?
So he says personally, my worship is for Helm.
Ah, yes, the god of blacksmith. Very. Well, if that is your god, could I please ask you to swear on your god that you will not allow any harm to come to these refugees of Elatel that were brought to you.
No worries. He says, so he will swear his oath by Helm the Vigilant One.
Mm.
A god of guardians and protectors.
That's it. It's not, sorry, my bad. But still, he's sworn by his god that no harm is going to come of these people.
Yes, that's right, he has.
So we're all good.
No worries. Absolutely.
Oh, we're saying that to everybody else. Sorry.
Oh, we see.
I mean, I wasn't looking for that much reassurance. I was just looking to get rid of them, to be honest. But you do you.
Oh yeah, me too. But it's nice to know that he will do everything he can to protect these people.
Still don't like him.
He's literally sworn by his god to protect the people.
Doesn't mean I have to like him.
Mm. Mm. Oh, could we get a boat, please?
Yeah. So he will say that that they have no boats to spare and the rivers having difficulty. Well, the river's running low, but that they would be expecting barges to come from Baldur's Gate.
Will the barges be able to return up Baldur's Gate?
Well, yeah,
The river is really dodgy at the minute. So.
Well, it's so it's one of those. He would expect them to come sort of like in the next few days.
No, we don't have that much time.
Still be faster to walk. Does he have a nice big oilskin coat I can have?
I mean, he might well have the coat, but he's more keen to sort of like put you up and move you along. It's like if you've got no clothes, that'll be one thing. But he's concerned about his stores now that he doesn't have a way of replenishing them.
Do you have any mounts? Our mission is of the utmost importance to Baldur's Gate, because Baldur's Gate could really go the way of Elturel. If you have nice shiny horses, please can we have them?
Okay, can you make a persuasion check, please?
Balls.
And you asked for them, so it's you who's doing it.
19.
Okay, so with a 19, he will offer to to lend you some draft horses. Yeah, that was some riding horses that they would have for some of their scouts and messengers.
That is very kind of you. Thank you for your accommodation. I'd say we get these horses and we go.
Are we not staying the night where I can sneak off and try and steal one of these coats?
Oh, right.
You can't.
I thought you were given a coat.
No, he wouldn't give me one.
Oh.
I'm going to steal one.
Yeah,
No
fine.
worries.
We can stay the night. But then tomorrow morning we are riding out on...
Yes, that was the agreement. We were leaving in the morning.
Mm.
Do you, what part of it's 9 o'clock at night do you not understand?
Mm.
It's not like it's 1 in the afternoon. We'll just stop for some afternoon tea.
True. You are. Fair enough. Let's stay the night.
Is there
Well,
anything
look
else
up
you
a name
want to
for
do
my
before
horse.
taking a long rest?
Just try to inconspicuously have a little bimble about and plot my route to try and steal one of these coats.
Is anyone else doing anything else?
Mm.
I should have been a rogue.
Nothing is stopping you from multi-classing. You've got the dex for it. And the charisma to multi-class out of sorcerer, of course. That's the other thing you need.
What? Sorry, am I missing something? Are we leveling up?
Oh,
No, not
well,
now.
no, not now. I think he's just talking
Oh,
about
God,
in the future.
okay.
I'm just
Sorry.
reminding him that like
My
multi-classing is a thing that's covered in the game. But no, you're not leveling up now.
Yeah, I thought I'd missed something there as well.
No, it's just I've taken this more to an evil twist than I meant to. I seem to spend more time doing roguey stuff than I do sorcery stuff, but
No worries. Well, is anyone else doing anything else? Otherwise, we can cover the great jacket heist next week.
Oh, well, we're not going to get red horses out tonight.
Well, I mean, it's 5 to 11. I mean, you'll be getting the horses
Yeah,
out
it
in the
is, isn't
morning.
it? Yeah, fair enough. Britney Spears is going to have to wait.
Well, I think it makes more sense to to have the horses riding out in the at the start of the session rather than the end.
No, we're supposed to ride off into the sunset.
The sunset was like 2 hours ago, mate.
No.
this cat is not going out in the dark in the rain again. It's a happy indoor cat. It's going to steal a jacket and then find a nice warm coat, a nice warm fire to snuggle up in front of.
Oh, no, I've got better. Yeah, it is going to take a week for me to pick a name for my horse because there are some really good ones. Main attraction.
Okay, so just to recap, is anyone doing anything during the night?
Stealing a coat, other than that, no.
Cool, no worries. Well, then I think this would be a good place to leave it, and we'll pick it up. We'll pick it up next week.
Sounds fun.
Well, I hope you've had a good one.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well, thanks for coming, and thanks to Nikki for hosting this.
No problem.
And
Yeah,
thanks to
look,
the audience
hooves.
at home for watching this. Additionally, the maps are from Tom Carter's Seafoot Games and Pog Props, with additional assets by the same. The tokens are from Wizards of the Coast, and the music has been from Serpent Sand Studios. This has been Fate of the Dice's Descent into Avernus. I hope you have a good time and look forward to catching you next week.
Bye, Twitch.